Hi, my name is Rosato, and this is my review of Professional Farmer 2017 for the Xbox One. This review is in partnership with BigBossBattle.com, and they've kindly provided me the code from developer Visual Imagination Software. As with all my reviews from BigBossBattle.com, this is 100% my own opinion, and I'm not being paid for it. So let's get down to it. What is Professional Farmer 2017? Well, it is actually a simulation. Basically, you are enjoying the life of a farmer. You get to drive different machinery, plough different crops, produce different animals. Well, as I produce, look after different animals. And what we've been given today is the game, and the fact that this game has now got a big update. What they've added in is around another 6 more tractors, a variety of farming equipment, and some basically they've added in some more overlays in terms of events, which will tell you if something's going to happen. They've also added acoustic warnings for full containers, and they've also added a new perk system. So what is this game like? Well, the first thing I decided to do was start out on the detailed tutorial system, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's quite good, and it does provide you with everything you need to know in terms of what machinery to use to grow, cultivate and harvest your crops, where to go, what to do, how to find them. This takes normally around about 30-40 minutes and was, for me, brilliant. It was actually enjoyable, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It gives you everything you need to know in terms of where to go, what to do, what machinery to use, what other options you potentially do, and I actually found myself really enjoying this short but quite detailed indication of how I'll be progressing as a farmer in Professional Farmer 2017. And this leads me nicely on to the gameplay for the main game. Well, let's start out with the positives. Right at the beginning, you can select a variety of avatars, about 9 of them. I chose the frog. Once you get into the main game, you start off with 250,000, and basically that's it. You know the basics, off you go. One thing they have added here with the update is that you have the ability to change the colour of the main hub of your tractor and the wheels to any way you want it. Any colour, it's there. You can change it to what you suit. And that's all the positives about the game, unfortunately. The negatives. Everything else. Oh God, is it everything else? One of the things that makes the Farming Simulator series really enjoyable is supposed to be a nice, simple economic system. For instance, each installment has different landmarks where you need to trade in your goods in order to earn cash, sell a lot of wheat at a local pub, for instance, or a nearby train which might be willing to pay more for the commodity. You know, that sort of thing. You kind of get the idea. None of that in here. None of that in this game whatsoever. In fact, all there is one shop. That's right, one shop that's willing to buy stuff, and that basically varies throughout the year. Okay, well, doesn't matter. What about the vast array of farming equipment and tractors? Nope, you get 8 tractors, which aren't even licensed. Right, okay, well, it's the actual farming, right? That's the main thing of farming simulation. Yeah, that's even worse. Actually, farming is so laborious and so time consuming, and that when you do finally get round to actually harvesting your crop and then you go to the shop and sell it, it is not worth your time and goddamn effort. I spent over 3 months cultivating a crop, and I made around £200. That's right, £200. That didn't even sort out the fuel, the expense for the bales, even times of trying to sort out and just getting my tractor to the location. Well, what about the actual open world gameplay? It's great, right? No. You see that map in the right hand corner? That is 4 little bitty maps which you can just wander around, and trust me, they're quite small. They're probably the same size as a very early 2007 Halo map, and they are so small that it's ridiculous, honestly. And you see the lines there? Those are roads. Those are actually roads. You just basically go into a cut stream, and then you spend about half for 30 seconds, moving forward, trying to go from one area to another. Well, okay, what about the world? Is it full of life? No. Not a goddamn bit of life is in this game. In fact, the only two things I did actually manage to find in this game was these two badly drawn, well, badly modelled characters right here, which is actually in the town. And no matter what you do, no matter what times you're here, they stay here. I'm going to call them Kevin and Carla. Kevin and Carla are basically the only pedestrians in any form of life in this entire game. So, I don't know, maybe some sort of zombie apocalypse wiped out the entire planet, and only Kevin and Carla can actually buy my bloody stuff. But wait, isn't there farmhands that help you micromanage all those numerous amounts of farmland? Yes, there is, but guess what? They're invisible. Yeah, they're just complete ghosts. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, you pay them some money, turn up, they do the job. Next day, you don't see them. They just don't even. Even when I waited at one farm, don't know. It just got done. Okay, fine. I know, a bit of a thing. What about the animal rearing? I mean, that's part of it as well, isn't it? You know, well, you can buy pigs, chicken, sheep, and cows. The latter will produce eggs, wool, and milk, these can be sold in this little zone here, which no one ever goes into, and to be honest, after about 2 or 3 hours, you don't ever want to come out as well, no. And that's it. That is all it is. The animal rearing sounds good on the surface. You know, you have to pander to animals' needs. You know, put bales down and make sure they've got food as well. And once you get to after a certain period, they multiply. So you can then sell off your excess pigs, sheep, or chickens to the nearest slaughterhouse, which is again in this little zone, as you can see. And to be honest with you, that is probably the best way of completing this game. The game itself can complete it in roughly around 12 hours, and trust me, that is a pain. You'll probably end up trying to slice your wrist well before then. Don't even bother farming, just don't. The way I managed to get the whole of achievements in this game, it was simply selling chickens. That's right, chickens. That, for some reason, that's the biggest commodity on this area. What I did was I had 250 chickens. I waited for a month. They doubled up. I sold those 250 chickens, and I made £25,000. Once you've got 1.7 million in this game, and trust me, it takes a little bit of time, you can basically get every single achievement that is in this game. I can guarantee that you'll probably end up throwing this game more against the wall well before you even decided to get every single achievement. Well, what about the graphics? What can I say? The graphics are truly atrocious. It literally looks like someone had a very old Farming Simulator game from 2007 and basically the just shoved in a number 1 in front of it. I would not expect this sort of level of blockiness, fragmentation, glitches, poor backgrounds. I mean, it is just truly atrocious. The height when you get out and your visual, basically you're looking over the ground floor window. I mean, what the hell, is this guy 8 foot at best? You know, the vehicles themselves are just blocky. They're just so blocky. In terms of wing mirrors and that, they glitch when you see a river. It's the same pattern repeating over and over and over again. That's actually, you think, well, that could be good, but it doesn't. Even that style glitches. What about the weather? The best I can describe the weather is literally someone with an Etch-a-Sketch dragging a line across the entire map, and that's how the weather changes. It is truly, you can see the line just move across. It's truly abysmal. The character modelling, I don't know, for a 2016 game, if you're going to be on Xbox and you're charging the price tag, trust me, I'll get to the price tag in a minute, I expect so much better for what you are getting. And to me, this looks like it's been a hash job. It literally just looks like a hash job. It just is awful in terms of graphics. Trust me, once you just see this same thing over and over again, there is nothing pretty here to look at. You know, I understand that certain simulators aren't great, but dear God, the graphics themselves are awful to look at, and it literally someone's just dropped in pre-built bits of modelling from from a modelling simulator and just dropped it in randomly in places. It is awful looking. And this leads me swiftly on to the sound of the game. The background sound of the game is basically 6 orchestral songs that just basically repeat over and over and over and over. They're great for probably the first 3 repeats. Anything after that and your brain just starts to cave in on itself. Okay, what about the animals? What about the actual, the sounds and bird sounds? What about the actual sounds of the engine? It literally sounds like someone has gone around with an iPhone, walked up to a vehicle, pressed record, then taken that sound bit and just dropped it in the game. It feels so cheap. This game, literally, the music on this game feels so cheap. It literally looks like they've got it from a free website and just thrown it at this game. Oh yeah, that would do. No one's going to worry about that. And this leads me on to the rating of the game. Now, I rate games in the order of avoid, rent, great purchase, must own. My rating for this game is avoid at all costs. This is because of the following points. The gameplay is tedious, boring, and it shoehorned realism into the worst possible areas. This is a single player only game with a laughable open world map that can be completely covered, not including load times, within about 10 minutes. The amount of vehicles, even with the DLC, is so small you could probably fit them on a postage stamp. And the music sounds like it has literally been picked up from a free website and thrown at the game. This game looks like it has had the most limited amount of effort spent on it, and that isn't even the worst of it. The worst thing about this game is its price tag. The price tag for this game is actually £32 or $35, which is incredible when you think about how bad this game really has been done. This is a cynical cash grab game, and one that I kind of feel ashamed that I even had the pleasure, or displeasure I should really put, of reviewing. Now, you may not agree with my comments, you may think I'm being way too harsh, but this is just my opinion. Feel free to say what you really like in the comments below. Give me your opinion. If you actually maybe found some actually good points to it, I'll be interested to actually find that out. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you again soon.